Leadership is the ability to take your vision that is in your mind's eye and pass it along to others and get them to be so committed to it that they will work just as hard and just as committed towards the outcome.
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show.
Hey, what's happening, friends? Welcome to another episode of the Bedros Keuilian Show. Today, I want to talk to you about making an obscene amount of money, because money solves the problem of not having money, and that is a really good problem to solve. Now, you might be like, well, also, Bedros, money doesn't buy happiness. I'm here to tell you, money does buy happiness. And if you don't believe me, make so much money that you can give a lot of it away, and you will see how happy people become when you serve them with money when they don't have it, and you're able to help them buy homes or get a surgery or donate to causes and charities that people benefit from. So actually, money does buy happiness as well. So there, take that. But seriously, guys and gals, we are here because I want to talk to you guys about specifically 4 different high income skills that you need to develop. At the end of the day, in this life, we need to make money, right? And we don't want to just make average money and get by in life. We know that the number one cause for divorce is money issues in a family. We know that people get out of college. 85% of college students who come out with a degree are in not only in debt for their financial aid that they got, right? For their loans, school loans that they got, but 85% of them are also not working in the field that they got their degree in. And they're doing jobs and have careers that aren't necessarily keeping up with the rate of inflation. So they end up getting a second job, driving an Uber. Like, I don't want that for you. I want you to live a life where you have a surplus of money so that you never find yourself in a position where you're like, man, that thing that happened is really fucked up. Those people's house burnt down. Somebody should do something about that. I want you to be the someone that does something about it. I want you to be the person that goes, hey, I got you, right? And be able to have your financial cup overflow, have multiple income streams, start managing your money well, start really growing your money by getting passive income and cash flow. And these are episodes that we've done in the past. So if you're like, well, how do I get passive income? How do I get cash flow? Go back to episodes. I don't know what episode numbers they were. Maybe they were episode 10, maybe it was 11, right around there, 10, 11, 12. And you can learn like the strategies that I use and I help my coaching clients with to create passive income and cash flow and multiple income streams. But beyond that, the first thing I want you to do is understand, and I want you to teach your kids, I want you to teach your sons and your daughters that no matter what they become in life, whether they want to have a career or if they want to start businesses, that it is very important to have these 4 high income skills. And when you do that, you will always rest assured that you have the ability to print money, for lack of a better word. So high income skill number 1 is selling. The ability to sell. If you can learn how to sell, learn how to influence, learn how to persuade, learn how to get people to side with you, learn how to get people to give you money in exchange for a product or service that delivers value, then you have developed a skill that will always be needed during times of recession, depression, during the peak of the economy. When everything's thriving, you will always make more money than the average person if you develop the skill to sell. Whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a doctor, it doesn't matter. Like if you're a doctor and this patient needs a surgery and they're afraid, and they watched, they Googled and they saw some Google articles that was like, man, there's a high risk to that surgery, but you're like, man, look, I know I can help you. I can give you the surgery and you're going to be fine. You need to develop the ability, the skill to sell that patient so that they will get that surgery that's going to save their life. Wouldn't you agree? Or if your son or daughter is going down a wrong path in life, wouldn't you want to develop the skill to sell them, influence them, persuade them so that they can become congruent with who you want them to be in life versus who they're about to be by going down the wrong path of drugs or OnlyFans or God knows what fucking young people do these days, right? So develop the ability to sell. It is, and if you're like, well, listen, I'm not good at selling. Yes, you are. You've talked people into many things in your life. Like ever since we were kids, we talked our parents into like staying awake a little longer. We talked your parents into eating another fucking jelly donut, right? We talked your parents into going to that amusement park, whatever the thing is. And so I'm here to tell you that you do have the organic ability to sell, influence, and persuade. Now, if you actually start buying books on selling, you start taking courses, you start watching YouTube videos and listen to podcasts that teach how to sell and overcome objections and really stack the value and ask for money, man, what a great skill to have. Even if you're going to be a cop, a firefighter, a plumber, anything, it doesn't matter. Selling is a high value, high income skill that you want. Skill number 2 is speaking. The ability to speak and communicate a message. Make no mistake about it. That you're like, well, I'm never going to become a public speaker. I get it. You may not become a public speaker. However, today with social media, every single one of you out there, if you want to have an opportunity to create a second source of income, like let's say you have a business and you want to grow that business, you're going to have to use social media, right? You have to learn how to speak, how to speak eloquently, how to be able to deliver a message that is impactful. And if you don't know how to speak well and communicate well, you are going to miss out on a lot of great opportunity to be able to make money, to be able to connect with people, even on social media. And speaking, by the way, small groups, big groups, speaking on social media. If you want to start your own YouTube channel because you're like, I meant to have this YouTube channel, but I just don't. Well, learn to storytell, learn to speak, learn to articulate a message. Remember, English is a second language for me. If you're like, yeah, Bedros, but I don't know how to speak well. You think I did? I come from Armenia, man. I came to this country I didn't understand or speak a single word of the English language. And I had to learn the language. I had to lose my accent. Then I had to build my vocabulary and learn to storytell and become captivating and interesting. These are all skills that are learnable, and it is a high income skill. If you can speak eloquently and translate a message, I tell you right now, you will be able to build a social media platform to influence, to impact, to generate income. And if you can't speak, you also can't write. And that's the truth, because those that are great speakers are also great writers. So if you're like, well, what if I just write captions? Cool. You want to write a caption? You're going to write a better caption if you can articulate a message well, if you're a great speaker. So don't for a moment think that being a great speaker means you have to be a public speaker, take the stage and speak to 1,000 people. Like, I enjoy doing that. That's part of the work that I do. But also speaking here on a podcast, speaking on a show, speaking on social media, just making a 1-minute video, and writing a great caption all involves the ability and the art and the talent to speak and articulate a message. Learn it. It is a high income skill. Skill number 3 that is very high income is sales copywriting. And you're probably wondering, what is sales copy? Listen, if you ever get emails from people that's like written words, like from companies and businesses that get you to click a button and go to their website, and then you see words on their website, and then you click a button and you purchase the product or service or widget, that is sales copy. Sales copy and the ability to write sales copy is salesmanship in print, right? And again, why do I need to be a good copywriter? Well, if you have a great idea, you want to just inspire people. Let's say you have a great career or great business, but you're like, I want to create a YouTube channel and just help people for free. Kind of like what I'm doing here. Wouldn't it be great if the description box had really great copy in there to get you to believe the information that I'm sharing, to get you to take action on the stuff that I'm sharing, that when you follow me on Instagram, by the way, all of you should be following me on Instagram, guys and gals. I think there's like a handful of girls. I looked at my stats late in the other day, and I think like on Instagram, I'm like 97% male followers and 3% female followers. So say shout out to the 3% of the women who follow me, who subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you guys and gals, all of you. But y'all should also follow me on Instagram, because I'm telling you this right now. When you follow me on Instagram and you read my captions and you're like, man, that was an impactful caption. I see so many of you cutting and pasting parts of my captions and sharing it in your stories, right? Well, guess what? That's because I'm a good copywriter. I've developed the skill to write copy, and sales copy specifically in email, on a website, in captions, etc., really allow you to be able to influence, persuade, and move people towards an outcome. And that is what you want, right? You want to impact and influence others and make their lives better, motivate them, inspire them. Learn the ability to write sales copy. If not for anything else, you can write better captions and copy for your own product or service. But what if one day you decide you want a second gig? And if you're a young man or a young woman watching this and listening to this, and you're like, man, I'd like a skill where I can, make money from anywhere off a laptop, become a copywriter. You could literally have 7, 8, 9, 10 different businesses paying you a few grand a month on a monthly basis, on a recurring basis, making $15,000, $20,000 a month. I know several copywriters who live off their laptop and iPhones and travel the world, make $20,000, $25,000 a month because they have entrepreneurs like me that they write copy for email broadcasts, for website copy, for captions, etc. And so don't for a moment think that copywriting is a skill that you don't need. Trust me when I say it is absolutely a vital skill that will create money. And the fourth high income skill that I want you to develop, guys, is leadership. Whether you're going to develop leadership to be able to lead your family and influence them, to lead a business, but more importantly than that, the ability to lead others and lead yourself. Like leadership and the ability to communicate and make decisions and to be able to be emotionally stable and inspire people to take action and get them sold on your vision. Like that's what a great leader is. See, people always ask me like, well, what is great leadership? And I say leadership is the ability to take your vision that is in your mind's eye and pass it along to others and get them to be so committed to it that they will work just as hard and just as committed towards the outcome, whatever the outcome is, right? And so understand that leadership is a high income skill to either grow your business or if you one day want to run someone else's business. Like the CEO of one of my companies, Fit Body Bootcamp, in fact, the CEO of Keuilian Supplements, my other company. So Fit Body Bootcamp CEO, Bryce Henson, he's a great leader. He knows how to lead and manage people. And therefore, he is the CEO of Fit Body Bootcamp. He's got equity in Fit Body Bootcamp. I gave him equity in it. So he's got upside and he's got a great salary, right? Same with the VP, Jeff, who runs Keuilian Supplements for me. He is my leader for the supplement company. He leads the team. He manages the team. He takes my vision that's in my mind's eye and he believes in it. And then he shares it and holds everyone else accountable to it. And he's able to get them to perform at the necessary levels to be able to serve people with our supplements that are super high quality and at the same time increase profits. And therefore, he has a stake in the game and he has a great salary as well. So leadership is a high income skill that many of you ought to consider developing as well. So finally, you're probably wondering, well, why else would I need to develop these 4 high income skills? Even if you have a job and you have a career and you're getting paid really well, you're getting paid $150,000, $200,000 a year. You're doing something that is very specialized. We know how quickly times change, right? You look at the pandemic and what we went through, people that were doctors and nurses and police officers. I knew some great police officers, LA County Sheriff deputies, who chose to not get the jab and therefore were relieved of their duty. I know great doctors who chose not to get the jab, who were making $300,000, $400,000 a year, and therefore found themselves unemployed. And so how great would it be to have these high income skills so that you could then pivot and either go start your own business using these skills or go into someone else's business using these high income skills to make a lot of money. Because remember, money solves the problem of not having money, and that is a very good problem to solve. Right? And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we have enough, not only for ourselves, but for our families. We want to make sure the cup overflows so that we can take care of and be generous with that money, take care of the people that we love and that we want to cherish and support as they get older, as they get sick. So money is a very good tool to have. And these 4 high income skills, the ability to sell, the ability to speak, the ability to write sales copy, and the ability to lead others and yourself are all high income skills that will change your life and your business. Guys and gals, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Bedros Keuilian Show. I really love and appreciate you guys and love the support that you guys give. And when you share these episodes on social media, please be sure to tag me so that I could reshare those and give you a shout out. Thank you so much for everything. The loyalty, the commitment, leaving comments, good comments or bad comments. I don't give a fuck. Like some of you weirdos leave the craziest comments in my YouTube comment section, just cracks me up. And others of you are very thankful and grateful, and I love and appreciate that too. So I will see you guys next time. But before I say goodbye, I want to let you know that average is the enemy. Success is your duty and responsibility. And of course, everything can change in an instant when you decide to flip the switch. Take care, guys. See you next time.